Good morning, everybody. Joe Ciaccio here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Had a great weekend. I'm going to go over some stuff today that's just plain old, to me, called common sense. That are things that you got to know, you need to know, you should know, you have to know to make yourself a more efficient and successful agent. Over the years, I've seen a lot of agents come and go, and I've seen a lot who stuck with us a long time. And what I can tell you is that the ones that have stuck with us, stayed in the business, are the ones who crossed their T's and dotted their I's. They didn't make shortcuts. They didn't deviate. Every now and then they would, so it wasn't like they were perfect 100% of the time. But overall, 85 to 95% of the time, they were following a pattern. And the pattern was just always doing the right thing. What a lot of agents have problems with is that when they're not making a sale, they start deviating, changing their presentation. This is no longer working. Then what happens, they get deeper and deeper in the red, and they've got to go out of business instead of saying, who can I call to help me? Who can I throw out my net to, my lifesaver, to where they can at least speak with me to talk me off the ledge? I'm your guy. You're going to have a bad day. You're going to have a bad week. Hopefully you don't have a bad month, because you're not going to let it go that far. So I'm going to go over today. I wrote 25 down in the text, but it's probably going to be a little bit more. So just sit down, buckle your seatbelts, and relax. Take your pen out. Now, I'm going to go over things that you have to know to make yourself more successful, to be in the business for longevity. I'm doing this since, golly, like 27, almost 28 years now, and it's a job that I enjoy coming to. I ventured from Medicare Advantage, final expense, term insurance, accidental insurance, annuities. I've added a little bit every single day, every single time I'm thinking about it. What can I do to earn more streams of income? Because in the old days, you could make enough money on just final expense. Seniors were always home. Now things have gotten more competitive. There's more agents out there. There's more carriers out there. There's more agents buying leads. So you've got to make sure that when you're out and about, you've got more than one bullet in your gun. You got to have different carriers, different products in your briefcase, so you can pivot to that when you're speaking with people. Well, Joe, I'm kind of afraid. I've never done an annuity before. Joe, so you talk about those IULs, how they build cash value. They're a great income source when you retire. I don't know much about it. Well, let me kind of give you a hint. Learn about it. When you're sitting at home watching TV, a commercial comes on, or if you say there's nothing on TV now, Google IULs, how they work. Annuities, the benefits of them, the ups and the downs, the lefts and the rights of everything. Because the more knowledge you gather on your own, then when you hear us speak, what you're going to do is you're going to put all that together, and it's going to come out to where you're going to sit and say, I got to try it. Now, here's one of the most important things you've got to do. You must use a carrier who does Social Security billing, which means the carrier will draft your client's account on the 1st or the 3rd, or the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th Wednesday. The carriers that do not do that will usually draft a day later, and based on history, our clients live month to month. They're not used to an automatic withdrawal coming out of their account, and they're going to take their money out that morning when they go to the bank at 8 o'clock in the morning. Social Security billing date. Are you focused when you go to work? The hardest thing to do is to get your personal life out of your work mind, yet that's something you've got to start working on today. You have a disagreement, you have an argument. Try your hardest when you close the door at home to leave that at home, understanding you must deal with it. You can't run from it, yet you've got to understand that now I've got to go into work mode so I can provide for my family, and that is by having your head screwed on straight. And you got to focus on that. You got to practice on it. You're going to have days where you can't. You're going to have days where you can. Overall, you got to start trying every day to leave that at home and just get out and just go to work. Do you have goals set? Do you have a goal set for the today, this week, this month, or this quarter? How many doors you going to knock on? How many presentations you want to make? How many referrals you going to ask for? How many houses are you going to knock on next door? Am I going to buy extra leads? Am I going to buy digital leads? Am I going to buy direct mail leads? You got to come up with a plan that fits into your budget, knowing that you can accomplish it by just focusing and doing it. Here's a word that a lot of agents don't use that will segue you into a new topic. 3 words, by the way. Oh, by the way, who do you have your Medicare with? Oh, by the way, by the way, do you have an annuity? Oh, by the way, have you thought about getting this, or this? It's not, do you need, do you want? It's, oh, by the way, have you thought about this here? Because what happens is that you cannot sell these products to somebody. You can, you really can't. You got to share the value. When somebody sends in a lead, most of them are not sitting at home saying, oh, I can't wait for somebody to come to my house. I definitely want to buy an annuity. I definitely want to buy life insurance. Does it happen? Yes. But overall, you got to go there, help them find the need, help them discover that they have extra money to pay for it, share with them the value, and what you're going to do is you're going to remove the burden from them, so when that day comes, they're taken care of, either for their funeral expenses, Medicare Advantage, lower premiums, lower costs for their prescription drugs, silver sneakers plan. You must talk about it, and by you speaking about it, you're going to gain their trust, because the trust meter is what's the most important part about our game. They must trust you. The more you give eye contact, the more voice inflection you're talking with somebody, the more trust they're going to have. And when you're speaking about these things that they sent the card in, you're going to kind of have something resonate upstairs and say, you know something? What Joe's saying makes sense. Yes, I've waited a long time. I didn't realize it's based on your age, your health, your height, and your prescription. Tell them stories about past people who couldn't get nothing or had to get something with a 2-year waiting period because they wanted to wait until times got better. That's like right now, when time to go on vacation. When's the greatest time to go on vacation? When's the greatest time to take time off? Now. Now, if you're in the hole and you're hardly making ends meet, maybe take a day off. But what ends up happening when you get older, you're saying, well, I got to wait till I have more money. I got to wait till I've got more money in my savings account. I got to wait for the stock market to go back up. When that happens, you may have to have a hip operation. You may have to have a knee replacement. Something could have gone wrong. You may have something wrong with the insides and you can't do it. Work hard, work successful, plan, and try to get time off for yourself. Ask open-ended questions when you're speaking to somebody. Don't ask a question, have a question. What are your thoughts about getting a program like this here? What do you feel about a program like this here? Tell me what you feel the advantages would be. Tell me how this would make you feel better. You want the client to participate in your interview. You're interviewing each other. They're seeing if they like you. You're seeing if you can rate them. So the more conversation you have with that client, or the clients, the husband and wife in front of you, the more apt they're going to want to be to buy from you, because you're not controlling the conversations as a lot of sales guys do. When you ask a question to a client, you must pause, think, let them digest the question, consider their answer, give them time to answer. Don't change that question into a multiple choice question because they're not answering quick enough, because what you're doing is that you're actually hurting yourself because you asked them a serious question. Let them think about the answer. In the event you pass away, who's going to pay for your final expense? You don't have to say anything else. You want them to answer the question for you, to where you can use that to help you convince them when they're unsure, they're teeter-tottering on the fence, which way to go. When somebody tells you no, N-O, are they really telling you, you know, Jack Skagg, No, I don't want to buy from you. No, I don't want to buy from you. No, no, no. What they're telling you is that you have not given me enough information. You've not discussed this long enough with me to where I know, K-N-O-W, to say, yes, I want to buy something. Are they really saying no? Or is it something that you shortcutted, deviated, talked too fast, didn't speak slow enough to where they can understand the value of why you're sitting with them one-on-one? How's your appearance when you go to work? You dress up nice? You dress up? I've had agents work with us wear shorts. I can't do that. I got to wear a pair of long pants, a shirt, usually always tucked in, because I feel that I must come across as a professional. I am going to somebody's home. Somebody's coming to the office. The more professional I look, that gives me a little bump that they hopefully will trust me more, and they're going to sit and say, he spoke well, he looked me in the eye, he was straightforward, he told me the reasons why I needed this here, and kind of set me straight, and I like the guy. Okay? All comes with, number one, the first time you see that person, because you only get the one chance to make a first impression. Are you long-winded when you talk to somebody? Or you get to the point? Are you just jibber-jabbering, going left, going right? Are you aware, you should be aware, that term products have a return of premium? Return of premium in term business is different than it is in final expense. Final expense means, return of premium means that if you die, either the first 2 years or the first 3 years, depending on the carrier, they're going to give you back all your money if you pass. With a term return of premium, normally with term 20s, 25s, and term 30s, you pay every single month. You live 20, 25, 30 years, whichever contract you go with, you live. At the end of that period, you get all your money back. Okay? Do you know about that? That's a great tool, because people say, I don't want to waste my money, the money goes away, I don't want to do that. Well, man, we have a new program out now for people just like you. They have a program set up that you want a 30-year premium. Company says, you know something, Miss Jones? You take care of you, you go to the doctor, you watch your health, you do everything that's right. At the end of the 30 years, what we're going to do is that we're going to give you your money back. They're going to say, how can they do that there? Say, well, company's going to invest your money because they don't want you to die, okay? They're going to invest their money, and they're going to make more money on your money. And their way of saying thank you, that we appreciate it, they're going to give you back your money. Where do you go get an insurance program like that? Passing away is not a choice. You need to be blunt with people. I'm here today to discuss with you something that we've got no control over, okay? They say there's only 2 things you had to do is pay taxes and die. You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to pay taxes. You can go to jail, okay? Yet, one day, we will all pass away. And the more you start saying that to people, and the more you start feeling comfortable with it, it's going to come out of your tongue just very smooth. Man, it's inevitable. One day, we're going to pass away. So what I'm here today is to see if I can help you and to design a program for you based on your health to make sure that when you pass, your kids are not left responsible with all your unpaid bills. How many of you guys are asking for referrals? It's scary. Ask for referrals. How many of you guys knock on the houses next door? It's scary. You got to start doing it. A referral costs you nothing. Knock on a door next door costs you nothing. It's free opportunity. Takes a little bit of guts to do it, yet once you start doing it and you see that you're getting somewhat successful and you're breaking the ice, you're going to start feeling more comfortable. Your words are going to come out smoother. You're not going to have that nervous twitch in your throat because you're afraid to say something. Just do it. If you mess up, who cares? Who cares? The person don't want it anyway. What you're doing is that you're helping yourself when you get to a client that wants to hear what you have to say because they have not done anything. They could have had a friend passed away last month. Could have had a sister that passed away 6 months ago. Life's all about timing. I like making a lot of eye contact. Okay, I like voice inflection. Okay, to me, our job is a mindset. Every door, every lead you get is an opportunity. It's an excuse. It's a reason to knock on somebody's door or to call somebody. There was something they saw on that piece of that lead that got your attention or got their attention. I'm a strong proponent on just going to a house and door knocking. Okay? Some people say, Joe, you got to make appointments. I do. But the people say they've got no idea what it's about. I don't sit and try to sell the appointment on the phone. I say, thank you, hang up, go to their house the next day. They're not going to copy your caller ID. So, oh, this guy's probably going to come to my house in 2 days and 14 minutes to tell me something. For some reason, they do remember it. You know, I've got an appointment setter that sets my appointments. I apologize. I was unaware that you didn't want to talk about it. Yet, since I'm here, how about us discussing it? Goals. Are you keeping track of the sales you make? Are you actually writing down the sales? Are you saying, I want to do $3,000 this week in annualized production? 3,000 divided by 12 is $250. $250 you put on your little, I call it my money-making card. It keeps me on track. It keeps me focused. It keeps me online. $250 is what I want to do this week in premiums. You go out and make one sale for $50, that $250 just went to $200. $150, $175, $125, $90. You keep going down till you hit that zero. Now you hit that zero and you start to work on Monday and you hit that zero Wednesday afternoon. That doesn't mean take off Thursday and Friday. That means you hit your goal and you got to set a little bit of a higher goal next week. Bump it to 3,250, bump it to 3,500. Bump it to where it is a reasonable. Don't go from 3,000 to 5,000 because then if you don't hit it, you can get all depressed. Hit it from 3,000, hit it to 3,150, 3,250, whatever you want, because what it's going to do is going to make you push yourself to do that there. Professional ball players, professional athletes, men and women, have got something inside of them that they say, I don't care what it takes to do it, I'm going to do it. Not, well, if it happens, it happens, I'll work. They're not like that. Their brain is programmed to be the best. Their brain is telling them, I cannot accept anything other than being number one. And that's the mindset each and every one of you should have when you're out there, because that's the only way to conquer your competition, to make more money, and to have more confidence. They practice every day. You watch these Olympics, these guys run the 100-meter dash. You think they go out there and just do it 1 or 2 times and they think they got it? They're out there every single day, either stretching, doing some type of leg training, some type of back training. They're always training to be the best of the best. I want that for you guys. So you must practice. You must continually do what you have to do to be the best of the best. Okay, a couple more things and I'm going to let you guys go. Okay, here's something that I've used. You know, you're on all these calls, you do all these things here, and you said, I'm going to remember this, okay? And I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember everything I hear. I'm more of I got to hear it over and over again. Really don't like reading a lot of stuff. I'd rather see it, or I'd rather hear you tell me than for me to go to a book and read it, okay? Because my mind tends to float. You hear something like the word burden. Who will pay? What if? Why? I get all these words here, and I buy the little 3x5 cards. They're a little bit harder paper. You can put them on a piece of scrap paper. I do it with a black Sharpie, tape it on my dashboard. Take it off every couple of days because I don't want to mess up my dashboard, and I'll put a new piece of tape on there. When you're driving down the road, you cannot help but look at those words. You're going to hear and see burden. Who will pay? What if? by the way, okay? ROP, term 20, term 30. You're constantly seeing this in your mind, so when you're visiting with a client and they give you a left jab and you go, oh my God, you see stars, what do I do? You're going to think about what's on your dashboard. Those little 4, 5, 6, 7, how many of them you want. You're going to actually envision them on your dashboard, and that's going to bring something into your mind to where now you're going to sit and say, oh, I understand exactly how you feel. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Or matter of fact, when they tell you something, oh, I don't want to buy nothing, I bought something last time, I changed my mind. Don't defend yourself for being there. Saying, you know something, I've been doing this for many years, and I wouldn't have expected you to have answered any differently. Okay? I wouldn't expect you to answer any differently, yet my program offers this. My program can give you this, a free will, free dental, free discount cards. My company will offer you a cash value. My company will allow you to have a program and get all your money back when you live. Think about the things we talked about today. Take your time, don't deviate. You must have goals. You must have the mind of a winner. Your mind must be the mindset that I'm not going to let nothing get in front of me, nothing is going to stop me, and I'm going to conquer the best of everything. With that said, guys, make it a great day. We love you. Have a great day. Call us if you need anything. Take care. Bye.